Okay, is that work?
Hello, welcome to my kitchen. Okay, today I want to talk about GOPNIKs. So, what is this GOPNIK? I use this word so many times, but some people not even know what is this. So, to start explain what a GOPNIK is, I need to take you back to 1989. Image Russia, a very big, huge country. With the help of so many employees, workforce is moving out of their babushka's basement. Huge high-rise buildings were made, and some of them 20 stories high. But the amount of people moving into the big cities like this, especially younger peoples, demanded even more rooms for living than before. So now imagine a whole street, a whole neighborhood, or even whole a part of city filled with these huge apartment buildings. So as you can imagine, there is not very much things to do there. But remember, these huge apartment buildings were made for mass housing. This means that living was cheap. I mean, you could pay a whole month rent with half bottle of vodka. And this attached a whole new kind of crowd. The kind of I squat where I want. Exactly type of crowd that work just about half a day in whole month just to pay rent and live rest a month of vodka, semichki and buterbrod. And as everybody knows, eating semichki and drinking vodka are social activities. So he grabs his snack and beverage and maybe just a bit of light beer, goes outside and yells. This attracts the attention of his good friend who has just finished his half a day of work for the whole month. And since there is no benches and the ground is cold, they squat down on full heels for best balance, of course. And thus the GOPNIK was born. Being as productive to society as an expired slice of bread, enjoying simple things in life like living and breathing and taking shit about anything and everything. And let's not forget introducing a whole world to beautiful street design of Adidas. Because once you realize that the tracksuit is most comfortable worn in any time, any place, only then you will understand what it means to be GOPNIK. So, are they aggressive? Not really. Unless you try to steal their 2-liter bottle of light beer, or worst case then that you make eye contact with one of the gopnitsa, which is a female GOPNIK. GOPNIKs around the world. You see, GOPNIKs is originally Russian term for the drinking, squatting, smoking, a low-level working class citizen that you will most likely be talking to for when he asks for light for his cigarettes, in which case you want to pay attention to your pockets and its content, especially when there are many of them around. So, according to this description, it should be no surprise that there are similar terms around the world. For example, after long conversation with the internet resources, it turns out that in Australia and New Zealand they call these guys bogans or bogans. And after little couple of hours sitting and researching, I found out that in Great Britain they also have name for these guys, and they call them chavs or yops. In Poland there is word dress, which derives from the word tracksuit. In Norway they are called Harry for a very specific reason. In Scotland they are called nets, and in French they are, if be honest, I have no idea how to pronounce this word, but I try. Rakaile. And I found that in the USA they call them hoodlums. And thanks for my Lithuanian friend, they call them marijuanas. Now we know that in Lithuania they also say marozas. In Spain they are apparently called Kenny and narcos. In Latin America that is very cool. In Swedish they are tatare. Estonians call it os. Finland has elamankolu, which means life schooled, or yatka, which apparently translates as a carjack. Urlas in Latvia, hossers in Canada, tambai in Philippines, katsuagi in Japanese, and guapin-ig in Chinese, and many more around whole world. So by now you should be able to get the general idea what the GOPNIK is in real life and find one in your country as well. Well, thank you for watching this highly educational video. I hope you find this very useful. Stay cheeky bricky, my friend.
Ночь по улицам